Okay, we're going to be talking about Africa now. This is section 6. Again, make sure you have your notes up in a different tab electronically. And remember, it is okay to pause so that you can fill in and listen along as well. All right, so Nubia, your time frame for Nubia, also known as Kush, is 2000 BC to 350 AD. Located south of Egypt along the Nile here. Remember where the Nile is, going to be a very important resource in Africa, especially near Egypt. They're going to adopt a lot of Egyptian culture. Nubia has a lot of pieces of Egyptian culture, including the writing. Remember, that's hieroglyphics, religion, polytheistic, of course, and they're also going to adopt their clothing styles. Okay, take a look here at those images. On the left is pieces of the hieroglyphics, and on the right you can look into what they are working on here in terms of building and structure.
Axum ends up taking over Nubia, so Nubia will fall because of Axum. Axum is going to be from the 300s AD until about the 500s AD, really at its height, the 3rd through 6th century AD. It's located in something called the Ethiopian Highlands. So it's going to be located in this area that's modern day Ethiopia. You can see right here on this map where Axum is located. It's also in the southern part of the Nile River. It's located on key trade routes. If you remember, we talked about trade along the Indian Ocean, which is right over here, connecting to the Arabian Peninsula and to the Silk Road, so it has access to a lot of trade routes. They conquered Nubia, also known as Kush, and northern Ethiopia. They're going to have a lot of trade in this region that they're going to control, specifically on the Nile River. And while they were originally polytheistic, they're going to be really unique because they are going to be one of the few African kingdoms that ends up converting to Christianity in the 4th century AD. They end up converting because there are going to be some of the disciples that end up coming into the region and teaching about Christianity. And Ethiopia today is still home to millions of Christians. So this is a real long-lasting achievement of Axum, the fact that you have this conversion to Christianity that lasts even until today. And because of the fact they convert to Christianity, they also end up trading with the Roman Empire before it falls.
All right, Zimbabwe, 1200 to 1400 AD here. Let's take a look at what they are doing. Location, Zambezi and Limpopo rivers along the south of Africa, close to that southern tip, and the Indian Ocean coast as well, right along the Indian Ocean. Okay, so Great Zimbabwe is going to be the capital of a prosperous empire. So what's going to happen here and this point in time for them, they have control between the time frame we talked about, and they're going to be very wealthy and control the gold trade in southern Africa. Very wealthy, very rich. So they're also going to get involved with controlling trade routes as well along Indian Ocean, and they will adopt Islam as well. So keep that in mind.
Really important to know that their religion is Islam, because some of the other kingdoms in Africa will convert as well.
Yes, later on. Okay, so before we get into the West African kingdoms, we're just going to kind of introduce you real quick. Those are going to be Ghana, Mali, and Songhai empires.
So you have them, they're all right along the Niger River and south of the Sahara Desert. You can see the time periods here and how they all overlap. You have to remember the order of them. So it goes Ghana, Mali, Songhai. You can remember its alphabetical order, Ghana, Mali, Songhai. That's also going to be size order. So it really helps you to remember alphabetical order, can remember time period and also size order.
Smallest to largest.
Yeah, yes. Smallest to largest. Ghana is the smallest. Then you have Mali. Then you have Songhai, which is going to be by far the largest of these kingdoms.